Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel. Today I want to talk about something a lot of people are discussing online. This whole situation involving Papoose and Claressa Shields. I've been seeing everyone share their opinions, so I'm going to share mine too, but I want to keep everything respectful. I'm not trying to attack anyone or tear anybody down. I just want to talk honestly, from my experience as a woman who has lived through different stages of life. So first, let's break down the basics. As of right now, Claressa Shields is 30 years old. Papoose is 47. That's a 17-year age difference. For some people, that's nothing. For others, it's a huge gap. Personally, the age difference doesn't automatically make a relationship wrong. She's well over 18. She's a grown adult. She can date whoever she feels comfortable with, and many couples with big age gaps have long, stable relationships. But even though the age difference is not the biggest issue in the world, it does create an imbalance. And I think that's something worth talking about, especially from the perspective of a woman who has lived through her 20s, her 30s, and her 40s. I remember being around 29 and 30, and if you're around that age or older, you probably remember exactly how that stage of life feels too. It's a strange age, right between feeling young and feeling like time is catching up with you. Many women start to think about marriage, children, building a family, and settling down. Whether we want to admit it or not, the pressure starts to get louder in your head when you turn 30. Society adds to it. Family adds to it. Your own internal voice adds to it. And biologically speaking, there is some truth behind why women feel that way. Doctors say fertility starts to decline in your mid-30s. Eggs decrease in quality after 35. Many women don't even want to think about those details, but the thoughts pop up anyway. I should hurry up and get married. I need to have kids before it's too late. What if I wait too long and miss my chance? And when those thoughts get loud, they can cloud your judgment. Not because you're weak, and not because you're desperate, but because you're human. I've seen so many women choose partners out of pressure instead of peace. And I'm not judging them. I've done it myself. I made mistakes in my early 30s because I felt the same pressure. I ended up divorced later on, and looking back, I understood that my choices were influenced by fear and timing rather than true compatibility. Now Claressa is a strong woman. She may hear someone like me say this and think, "That's your story, not mine." And that's fine. None of us can tell her how she feels. But sometimes younger women don't want to hear the wisdom older women are offering. Not because they don't appreciate it, but because they believe their situation is different. I get that. I was the same way. Still, this isn't coming from a place of hate. It's coming from experience. Many older women are reacting because they've lived through similar things. They've seen what happens when emotions mix with pressure and timing. Relationships are like houses. If you don't build on a strong foundation, everything eventually cracks. And right now, the foundation here doesn't look steady. Let's talk about the biggest issue. Papoose is still legally married. People say, "Oh, he's separated," or Remy has moved on, or they both have new partners. And all that might be true, but legal marriage is legal marriage. It creates complications, emotional ones, financial ones, and family-related ones. Being married on paper means there are still ties. And until those ties are cut, the situation will always feel messy. And let's be honest, Remy was the first one we saw publicly with someone new. But we do not know what happened privately. We do not know who hurt who first. And Remy herself has said that Papoose cheated on her. If that's true, then she didn't step out first. She may have simply reached her breaking point. And because her new relationship came out publicly first, people judged her. Now, to be fair, I don't think Remy is completely innocent in everything. I'm a fan of hers, but I can still be honest. She shouldn't be publicly seen with anyone new before her divorce is finalized either. But the same goes for Papoose. Both of them should finalize their divorce before moving publicly in new situations. It would be healthier for themselves and their children. Now let me speak from personal experience again. I was separated from my ex-husband for 3 years before our divorce was finalized. Those 3 years were full of ups and downs, confusion, emotional attachment, arguments, moments of peace, and then more arguments. Separation does not mean the emotional door is fully closed. People think it's simple. It's not. It is a long process. You detach slowly, not instantly. That's why I don't think anyone should insert themselves into a relationship where someone is separated, but still legally married. It puts you at risk of being a rebound without even knowing it. It also puts you at risk of being replaced if the separated couple decides to give things another try. It happens more often than people admit. And I say all of this to highlight why many women are worried about Claressa. Not because we dislike her, not because we're jealous, but because we've lived through things she hasn't experienced yet. When older women give warnings, it's not bitterness. It's wisdom. Now let's talk about another major point. If you look at comments on the blogs, especially places like the Shade Room, Claressa often receives more negative responses than positive ones. People say, "Oh, the Shade Room is messy." Yes, it can be. But when the same pattern keeps happening, it's not just the platform, it's the situation. Look at someone like Sierra. She gets posted often. She doesn't get dragged the way Claressa gets dragged. Most of her comments are positive. So the negativity toward Claressa isn't just because the internet is mean. It's because the situation looks messy, and people are reacting to that. Another concern older women have is that Claressa seems to be losing her identity inside this relationship. She is an Olympic champion, one of the most successful female boxers ever. She should be celebrated on her own. But instead, many people only hear about her now because of the Papoose situation. She keeps allowing him to be in every moment, every video, every headline with her. It's almost like she has become connected to him more than her own work. As someone who is part of her target audience, a black woman, I can honestly say I hadn't seen much about Claressa until this relationship started trending. And that's unfortunate. She deserves better representation. She should be talked about for her achievements, not her dating life. And yes, she has been involved in a lot of public arguments, with Layla Ali, with Jake Paul, with Cameron, with random influencers online, with fans, with critics. When that many disagreements keep happening, at some point it makes people wonder if the common denominator is her behavior. That makes the public pull away from her rather than toward her. Now let me touch on something else, Papoose. I've always respected him because of Remy. Professionally, he's talented. He's been around for years. But for some reason, his career never reached the level many expected. Maybe it was timing, maybe personality, maybe missed opportunities. I don't know. But he does seem like someone who benefits from being attached to successful women. This is why a lot of people feel he might not be with Claressa because he truly loves her. When celebrities date, the attraction isn't just about the person. It's about the lifestyle, the attention, the opportunities, the connections, the status. I think Papoose admires the world around Claressa more than he loves her as a person. And another thing, the lack of public affection from him toward her seems very telling. When a man is truly done with his past, he doesn't care who sees him kissing, hugging, or loving his new partner. But when a man holds back, avoids certain gestures, avoids certain posts, and seems overly careful, that usually means there are unresolved feelings somewhere. And I believe he still has emotional ties to Remy. Now let's talk about when they met. There's a photo of Papoose and Claressa when they first met. In that picture, she's wearing an engagement ring. That means she was engaged at the time, meaning she also moved on from her past very quickly. So here we have two people who came out of serious relationships and jumped into something new without healing. That alone is a setup for complications. Now about their zodiac sign, both are Pisces. Not everyone believes in astrology, and that's fine, but I do think certain traits line up. Pisces love deeply. Pisces fall fast. Pisces give their all. But Pisces are also emotional, reactive, and sensitive. When you put two emotional people together, disagreements can become bigger than they need to be. And honestly, this relationship has become Claressa's identity. Every headline features her with him, not by herself. Papoose is in every frame. And while she has the right to show her partner, she also needs to protect her brand. He's riding her visibility more than she's benefiting from him. Let's be honest. If it weren't for Remy or Claressa, Papoose wouldn't be all over timelines right now. Maybe he would pop up here and there, but nowhere near this much. This isn't good for Claressa's brand. She won't get the recognition she deserves if she stays attached to this relationship. And maybe she doesn't mind. Maybe she wants to be seen with her man. but it's hurting her public perception. Anyway, I've gone on long enough.